Welcome back to the Bulls franchise, everyone. And this time, instead of having some unnecessary highlights of games we don't care about, we're coming in hot right off the bat with a marquee matchup between the two best teams in the NBA. It's the 35-12 Chicago Bulls and the 32-14 Los Angeles Lakers. We of course lost our starting center Nikola Vucevic last episode, as well as a key rotation piece off the bench in Kobe White. Let's hope that we can get out of Crypto.com Arena unscathed tonight. King James has led his team to a very, very good start. And we are one of the only teams right now that they might be even a little bit scared of. Anthony Davis wins the tip, and Cam Reddish, dribbling down the shot clock, spins around Levine and lays it in. Drew Holiday pick and roll with Drummond. Out to Williams, corner three, off. Tap back in by Drummond. It's been a point of emphasis for me to let DeMar cook. And anytime he's got a mismatch like D'Angelo Russell, he's gonna cook. Anthony Davis commands the double, scores over Levine and Drummond. Davis always a load to handle in the painted area. DeRozan tries fading away over the King, but he misfires. D'Angelo Russell guarded by Holiday sinks the three in his face. Chicago having a little bit of trouble scoring in the early minutes. DeRozan draws the help. Williams steps into a catch-and-shoot jumper. Pat Will has got the assignment on LeBron tonight, and he's usually guarding the opponent's best wing. Russell misses an open look. Now Holiday wants a screen from Pat Williams, rejects it, zips it back to him, knocks down another three. He's got 6 quick points. Now Drummond guarding Anthony Davis. Davis powers through him. Drew Holiday really likes that hop behind the back move, and he draws a foul from AD. Offense didn't take that long to wake up. And Holiday blocks Russell. Great defensive recovery. Williams inside to Drummond. Williams cutting around him, gets the ball back, and converts the basket and the foul. Vando tried to draw a charge, and it's called a block. Holiday guarded by Cam Reddish. Out to DeRozan, gets past James, and gets another and one. A big run for the Bulls, and we're doubling them up. Markieff Morris checks in and deflects the inbound pass. Drew Holiday, he's been on fire as of late, and he's making a case to be featured even more in the offense. And he's a very consistent offensive player, but I really want to see him go off for like 30 or more in one of my user-played games, which I haven't been able to do yet. Holiday's got it, hits a cutting DeMar for the fast break dunk. It's really fun having him as my point guard because he can make any pass in the book, and he's pretty much undisputedly been the best passer in the league this year. Jackson Hayes just broke our 16-2 run with a three-pointer. Now he's guarding DeRozan, more like trying to guard him. DeRozan gets past him and punches it. D'Lo guarded by Drew. Doesn't like what he sees. Wanders back out to the three-point line and launches a three off the mark. Levine to Morris inside. Holiday in the right corner, looking for his shot. Doesn't find it. Morris inside guarded by Reddish. Turns around and lays it in. Timeout Lakers. As Darvingham is starting to realize that we're making them look like far worse than a 32-14 team. Levine called for the foul on Gabe Vincent, as Dalen Terry and Marko Simonovic now check in for Chicago. Vincent shakes Levine and gets the uncontested slam. Levine in the corner, guarded by Vincent. Out to Morris. A long two is good. Vincent finds Hayes. He tries another three. That's no good. Ayo Dosunmu with the rebound. And somehow, Marko Simonovic always seems to be leaking out in transition for easy layups like that. Vincent drops it into the breadbasket of Hayes for an easy two. Levine out to Dalen Terry. Yes! Good for three. Russell on the left side, guarded by Ayo. Pulls up behind the screen. Wide left, and he's 1 for 6. 31-16 Bulls. Terry right wing. Dosunmu in the corner wants a screen from Terry. Out to Levine. Top of the key. Three falls. That's Levine's first bucket tonight. Guarding Gabe Vincent. Vincent tries to fade away. Misses up close. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Levine can't finish over Christian Wood. Gets his rebound. Puts it back up and misses that one too. Rui Hachimura bringing the ball up. Tries a careless pass stolen by Levine. Dosunmu breakaway layup to cap off the first quarter. A flawless first quarter for Chicago. We're handling business and then some. Ayo commits the turnover, stolen by Jared Vanderbilt. Out to Reddish in transition, but Williams gets back to bother him. Rebound, Davis puts it in and one. And that's actually going to be Patrick Williams' third foul. And we're going to have to take him out. It's not common that one of my players gets into foul trouble. Bad pass from Craig is stolen by Vincent. Vincent goes all the way, blocked by Dosunmu from behind. Dosunmu makes another careless pass and he gives it right back. Anthony Davis had an open layup, but Dalen Terry saves it with a reach-in foul. Vincent catch and shoot off the inbound, good to go. And since we're playing the Lakers, I figured I would run a little bit of triangle offense here as a tribute to Phil Jackson. And it's definitely not easy to run, especially when you don't have Michael Jordan. Javon Carter. He's bald like Michael Jordan, but that's about where the similarities end. Clearly, I am a little bit triangle challenged. Lakers taking their sweet time, and the shot clock expires on them. Dosunmu struggling to take care of the ball. Gets it back, though. Drummond guarded by Davis. Wants a cutting Carter. Inside. Tries to finish over Gabe Vincent. Misses it, but he's fouled. The lead is still 15, and LeBron is back in the game to right the ship. Davis overpowers Drummond yet again. That's a recipe for success. DeRozan isolates, guarded by James, and might be a little bit easier to run the triangle with him in the game. Fades away, and it's well defended by LeBron. Drummond, the outlet pass to DeRozan. Zips it to Dosunmu in the corner. His three misses. LeBron back the other way. Gabe Vincent, guarded by Javon Carter, finds Davis inside. Another and one for AD. This time it was Torrey Craig on the receiving end. Dosunmu still running the point. Craig screens for him. Dosunmu attacks. Can't finish over Vando. Gabe Vincent pulls up just inside the three-point line. Lakers have looked like a whole new team since the start of the second quarter. James again bodying up DeRozan. Carter, shot clock winding down, draws the foul from Vanderbilt. Free throw is good, and neither team has missed a free throw yet tonight. LeBron fouled by Simonovic. James's workload has slightly decreased, which is expected, but he no longer leads the team in scoring. Simonovic gets the ball on a roll and jams it over Davis. LeBron, baseline drive, levitates and scores over Zach LaVine. 39-year-old should not be doing that. He misses the free throw, though. LaVine off the handoff. His three no good. Lakers wasting no time. Reddish finds LeBron, goes reverse for another dunk. And he's got the Lakers within 8. DeRozan posting up, hops back, fades away. Tough shot, nailed it. Holiday back in the game, guarding Gabe Vincent. LeBron for 3, that one rattles out. LeBron only 2 for 7 from the field, but those 2 field goals were loud ones. Morris, pick and roll, jams it over LeBron. Vanderbilt outside. Davis posting up Simonovic. High arcing, hook shot, drops in. 14 points for Anthony Davis. Holiday flares, receives, had his foot inside the line, and missed it. Then he hits LaVine in the corner. Transition 3, good. Forces the Lakers to use their 3rd timeout already. Vincent remains in the game. Wood, pick and pop. Misses from range. Bulls big 3 back in the game. LaVine's got it, guarded by Vincent. Step back 3, what a shot! A true shooting guard. He's out there on the court to do one thing, and that's get buckets. D'Angelo Russell spins around Holiday. Another good recovery from him. Gabe Vincent, drive and kick to Russell. Trying his best to find a clean look over Holiday. Got it to go. Bulls up 14. LaVine another 3. Scorches the net. He's on fire. Russell, top of the key 3, no good. DeRozan, guarded by Hayes, baits him into a foul. No good on the free throw there, but overall a nice showing from the Bulls' big 3. Oftentimes, it can feel like when one of them's on, the other one's always struggling, but that is definitely not the case tonight. Russell's pass deflected by Marko Simonovic. It'll stay a Lakers ball, and Russell has to hoist it, no good, and he's shooting a tour date right now, February 11th. Holiday leaked out, got the ball, and drew a foul on Jackson Hayes. Free throw good, and the lead is back up to 20. Russell loses the ball, and he's got the blue ring. Holiday finds Williams back in the game and immediately makes an impact. 11 points. Russell trying to shoot out of his slump, but that time Holiday gave up an easy layup. LaVine with the shot clock winding down, pulls up from the right elbow and hits. 64-42. Russell still shooting. That one's no good. Rebound, Lakers. Hachimura, second chance 3. Holiday up the court to Williams. Guarded by Rui. Finds a cutting LaVine. Gets to the line. Free throw is good, and he's up to 16 points in the first half. Russell drives. Steps back. No good again. Holiday dishes to LaVine. Gets around Reddish and commits a turnover. Simonovic, a timely reach-in to take it right back to a streaking Holiday. Slams it in on the break and hangs on the rim for emphasis. Another miss from Russell, and it's a 23-point lead for Chicago. Why is AD smiling? I mean, he's playing pretty well right now, but I think he needs to slap some sense into D'Angelo Russell. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't look like the Bulls have any dunk contest contenders. I do think Dalen Terry and Patrick Williams deserve it, though, and it would be nice to see Zach LaVine run it back. But after a subpar showing against the Bucks, we look like ourselves again. No Vucevic, but Holiday, DeRozan, and LaVine are firing on all cylinders. Holiday isn't scoring much, but he's playing great defense, and he's got 9 assists already. Even Pat Williams has been playing really well, but unfortunately foul trouble has held him back a little bit. I was definitely anticipating a much closer game than this, but as long as we keep the ball in D'Angelo Russell's hands and out of the hands of LeBron and AD, we should win. LaVine out to Williams. Open three again. Good. 14 points for Williams. His shooting ability is absolutely vital to this team's success. Okay, what is D'Angelo Russell thinking right now? That was a horrible shot. Drummond will go to the line, and we all know how that usually turns out. This is the first and the second. Bulls have silenced this crowd. Russell pulls up behind the screen again, misses, and he's 3 for 17. At this point, I'm thinking this is either a problem with Russell's tendencies or a problem with the sliders. Definitely going to take a look after this game, but as of now, we'll take it. More of the same. That's basically a turnover for the Lakers. They're giving us a free rebound. LaVine, screen from Drummond. Another pull-up from the elbow, Cash. 28-point lead. Williams guarding James. Out to Russell. Finally hits one. Holiday wanted another handoff to LaVine for an open three, but Reddish's foul saves that. Drummond inside. Out to DeRozan. Snakes around the screen. Lowers his shoulder into James, creating space for the free throw line, Jay. Russell with the ball, and if this were real life, Lakers fans would have already booed him off the court. Davis, a nice driving kick to James, but he had Butterfingers there. LeBron still 2 for 9 on the night. Drummond out to LaVine. The three rims out. Vanderbilt, post entry into LeBron. Drummond comes to give the help. Out to Reddish for three. LaVine cuts and Holiday delivers. Fourth foul on Reddish. Free throw, no good. Pat Williams called for the reach-in on Russell. Another pull-up from Russell. And another lost possession for the Lakers. Shooting 420 now. Hey, if I were him, I'd stop right there. That's perfect. Maybe go and get 69 turnovers too, just to put a cherry on top. Davis, the spin and the step back. That one misses. Drummond sees a mismatch, but Davis comes to help. DeRozan open in the corner. Missed. Rebound Drummond put back in. 78-51. LaVine thought about the three, passed out of it. Holiday wants another handoff to LaVine. Not open that time. Now DeRozan will come off a baseline double screen. Curls, catches, no good. Another putback by Drummond. LeBron darts past Williams, switches hands for the jam. Is that the momentum shift they need? Drummond tries to finish over Davis. Bad decision. Russell scores in the paint. Okay, I wanted to check Russell's tendencies to see if something was up. He's having a good season in the sim. 20 points per game on good efficiency, but I think it might be that 70 contested jumper 3 tendency that's making him so bad right now. But anyway, back to the action. Williams, an open look, off the mark. Russell, nice pass inside to Davis. Russell with it again. Rises up and blocked by DeRozan. Ball knocked around and out of bounds to Chicago. And Billy Donovan just wants to give his team a little rest. Holiday subs out, Dosunmu in. Simonovic and Terry also in the game. Terry finds Levine wide open in the left corner. Yes, sir! Levine over 20 points now. Levine with the steal. Williams, open look in transition. In and out. Christian Wood. Shot contested by Simonovic. And he gets the rebound. Williams, top of the key. Again, no good. Wood with it in the post again. Fouled and gets it to go. And that's 5 on Patrick Williams. It looked like he might have a big day when he hit those 2 threes at the start, but he just can't keep his hands to himself. He's going to have to sit once again. Reddish was left way too open there by Levine. Russell left wing. Reddish another 3. Yes! Only a 17-point game. All of a sudden. Wood inside to Jackson Hayes. Gets the layup to go. 83-68. Levine being hounded. Dosunmu. Bad spacing for the Bulls. Levine gets inside, misses the dunk. Gets his rebound. Misses the follow-up. Christian Wood. No good. Good defense from Torrey Craig. Terry finds Levine inside. Nice pass. Levine up to 24 now as Craig fouls Cam Reddish. Dosunmu got it. Finds Levine inside again. Levine uses the glass. D'Lo attacking off the double screen. Another miss from point-blank range. And Levine, speeding past everyone, now finds Terry wide open. Corner 3 off. Third quarter coming to a close. And wide open, Russell. Can't connect. And it seems like he's got that Dion Waiters 0 for 30 mentality tonight. Comes out firing in the fourth quarter and gets the finger roll layup. Javon Carter. Simonovic rolls to the basket and missed the layup. Terry lowers his shoulder on Hachimura, and the layup too strong. Russell guarded by Javon Carter. Inside to Jared Vanderbilt. Now Russell's going to have to take another late shot clock heave. No good. Christian Wood inside. Contact from Simonovic, and Wood finishes yet again. It was looking like a blowout for a little bit, but it's looking like the starters won't be able to sit out the entire fourth quarter. Sweet pump fake from Terry, and he gets an open look off of it. D'Angelo Russell. Another miss. Markieff Morris still hasn't missed a shot yet. Nice pull-up from Ayo Dosunmu. LeBron James needs to wake up and will his team to victory. Inside to Christian Wood, another and one. They need to finish the game with Wood, take Russell out, and have LeBron run point. But I can't coach both teams. Holiday, high arcing floater. Timeout Lakers. Well, they didn't take my suggestion. But LeBron gets an open layup off the dish from Russell. Lead down to 14 points for the Bulls. Markieff Morris thought about the three. Tried to force it inside to Dosunmu, but it's stolen. Davis wants to go coast to coast, drops it off to LeBron at the last second. There's some Lakers basketball. Dosunmu to Morris, open corner three, good. Well, based off of this performance, it's looking like the Markieff Morris signing is a success. Nice drive and lay from Reddish. 15 points for him. DeRozan guarded by Vanderbilt. The reset out to Holiday. Hand off to Dosunmu. Open for three. Rattles out. James in the post. Guarded by Markieff Morris. No can do. Drew Holiday. Spins around Russell. Pump fakes. Finishes with the foul. He's playing with his food. Holiday hits the free throw, and it's back up to 16. Reddish. He's played pretty well tonight. Inside to James, but the body from Morris pushes him out of bounds. Holiday open mid-range from the free throw line. Good. Bulls shooting 51% from the field. They want LeBron. He shimmies, and the hook shot was perfect. Morris couldn't have defended that any better. Steal by Reddish, coast to coast, and he banks it in. Timeout Chicago. And I think it's time to get the starters back in there. But the question is it time for Patrick Williams? With Morris playing as well as he's playing, I think we ride the hot hand and we save Williams for when we really need him. Holiday tried to force it to Drummond, and it's deflected. Davis goes behind the back. Out to Reddish. Open three. That one's off. DeRozan catches off the screen. Blocked by Davis. He had tunnel vision. Lakers on the break. Reddish nails the three. Only an 11-point game. Lakers have outscored us in the fourth quarter 20-14 as DeRozan makes another costly turnover. LeBron rises up in transition and nails it off the glass. 101-92, it's only single digits. We need to regain the momentum. Holiday inside to Morris. He drop steps and dunks. Really good minutes off the bench for Morris. But this time he lets up the straight line drive to none other than LeBron James. It took a while for him to wake up, but he has. He's got 18 points now. Levine misses. LeBron takes off. Finds Davis up close. Blocked off the backboard by Drummond. Morris. A risky cross-court pass to Levine, but he somehow connects. DeRozan, guarded by James. DeRozan has not done much in this second half. Goes behind the back on LeBron, draws the foul. 4 minutes to go. Bulls still up 9. LeBron's been making life hard for DeMar all night long. At his age, he does not always play defense like this. I think he might sense that this could be a potential finals matchup. Gets an open look from range here and misses. By the way, Patrick Williams has re-entered the game. I wasn't really impressed with Morris's defense. Hopefully he can finish this one out. DeRozan hits his 5th free throw of the night, and Donovan wants to take the timeout before it goes away. Ever since the Lakers stopped letting Russell chuck up shots and made Davis and LeBron the centerpieces, they've played a lot better. DeRozan's 2 free throws extend the lead to 13. LeBron, he's guarded by Levine. Hits Davis on the roll, hesitating and missing. Levine guarded by Davis. Risky pass to Drummond. Out to Williams. Shot clock winding down. Williams called for the charge, and that's number 6. I can't remember the last time one of my players fouled out. But nice job from Cam Reddish establishing his feet, drawing the charge, and Markieff Morris re-enters. Errant bounce pass from Russell leads to a DeRozan breakaway. Lakers need to do something fast. Russell finds Vanderbilt in the right corner. Well defended by DeMar DeRozan. Back out to Russell. He pulls up over Holiday and knocks it down. And he's got a cool 16 points. Just don't show his efficiency stats. Holiday breaks the press, finds DeRozan, and he misses. LeBron inside to Davis, jams it over Drummond. 11-point game. Lakers trying to force a turnover. LeBron applying full court pressure. Now Holiday fouled hard by Vanderbilt. I think the lead is pretty safe. Russell inside to LeBron. Fades away over Morris. Good. Drummond finds Levine inside. I didn't know Drummond had that playmaking ability in him. Levine hits the free throw for 30 points, and that's going to do it. Lakers scored a few times at the end, but too little too late, and the Bulls win the top 2 clash in LA, 115 to 107. Overall, the game was much less close than that final score suggests, but if it weren't for the sabotaging of D'Angelo Russell, I think it would have been a lot closer. Levine with the 30-piece, and he was really fun to play with tonight. Also added 3 steals, while Drew Holiday had 9 assists all in the first half. LeBron had 22, 0 for 6 from 3 though, and Russell finishes 7 of 29. And we shoot a respectable 37% from 3-point range, and 23 free throws, not bad at all. We were outscored in the second half though, and just flat out outplayed. An interesting random event from the spreadsheet that just happened that I figured I'd share with you guys is Derrick Rose announcing his retirement at the end of this season. Could we convince him to play out one more year with the team he started with? I mentioned at the end of last episode that it is time to look at some potential trade options. I think the best player on the market right now is Lauri Markkanen, the former Bull. Not sure how realistic that'll be for us, but they are shopping John Collins. Could potentially be interested in him. I wanted to feel out their asking price, and I figured I would look at trading them Ayo Dosunmu. Not even sure if this is worth it, but I'm just weighing the options. Obviously, Collins makes $25 million per year, so the salaries wouldn't work out. And he's shooting 45%, under 30 from 3. This is his worst season so far. Even worse than his rookie season. I think I'm out. So the Kings might be looking to trade Harrison Barnes. And given that he's being paid quite a bit less, it could be a more attainable option. I could look at trading Kobe White, but I'd have to work around I'd have to get rid of his injury temporarily because 2K doesn't let you trade injured players, which is not realistic. But I also don't want to give up on him just yet. I'd like to bring him back for another year, and there's really no other way we can make this trade work, so... The other target that I looked at was Daniel Gafford. He'd definitely give us some good depth at the center position with Vucevic out, but I don't think the Wizards are too open to giving him away. You know who we could really use right now? Our old friend Jimmy Butler. And with the Heat struggling mightily right now, I figured I would at least entertain the option. Of course, these two were traded for each other years ago. I thought I was going to have to do some negotiating, but apparently they take him straight up. I don't think I'm going to let that happen. That's just kind of silly. So I dashboarded out. I figured I would show that though, just because it was funny. Overall, I don't think there's a need to really do much. After all, we are the best team in the league, with Drew Holiday as our main addition. But here's an interesting CPU trade that just popped up. Karis LeVert struggling with the Cavs, and they decided to send him with a second-round pick to the Pistons for Alec Burks, who is playing much better this year. Finally, a CPU trade that makes at least a little bit of sense. Playing from behind versus the Pacers, we're staying in the game. And we win at the last second. 9th straight victory. And it looks like DeRozan was the hero. Scored the tying and winning buckets. Well, it's scouting time again. We do not possess a second-round pick for next year, or any year actually, which definitely limits our drafting options. That might be a problem I look to fix at the trade deadline, actually. I still want to highlight some prospects, even if they might not be realistic for us. They're going to be in our series, so why not learn a little bit about them? We have Cody Williams. He's projected to go pretty high in the draft, and if the scouting report is correct, he just might be the best player in this draft. Projects to be a beast offensively and defensively. Wing player out of Colorado. In real life, Matas Buzelis out of the G League Ignite team might be the number one prospect. Not projected quite as high here, but he is a sharp-shooting 6'10" point forward. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Dylan Mitchell out of Texas is not projected very high at all, but I think he could be a major sleeper. B- potential isn't bad for that part of the draft, and he looks to really be able to do everything except shoot. Another intriguing low-ranked prospect that we could consider trading into the second round for is Donovan Clingan, 7'2" center out of UConn. I like having my tall centers, and it could be interesting to team him up with his old college teammate, Adama Sanogo. Adai Mara out of Spain is another tall center prospect who looks to be a little better on offense and a little worse on defense. I'm really interested in Baba Miller still. He has the size and skill set of a top prospect, but for some reason, he's a projected mid to late first round pick. So if we end up trading up, it'll probably be for him. That'll do it for scouting, and back to the sim. We lose one to the Hornets. Big Three played well once again, but we just don't have much of an inside presence without Vucevic. We rebound with a win over the Pistons. Bojan Bogdanovic played pretty well, and that reminds me, he could be a potential trade target for us or someone else. A brutal third quarter versus the Pelicans spells our doom. We lose by 13. I forgot to do this at the beginning of the season, but I wanted to have DeRozan mentor Dalen Terry to give him a chance at developing some badges. I really like DT, so I'd like to do whatever I can to speed up his development. And one last trade hunting session, I wanted to do my due diligence and see if there's anything I could do to get Lauri Markkanen back on the team. I think the price for him might be a bit too high, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. And it looks like they want Zach LaVine, and every offer in the trade finder includes him. Zach's playing really well right now, and we're a really good team, so I think he's off the table. I don't want to mess up the chemistry. I think if we do anything at all at the deadline, it's probably just going to be to get a second round pick or two. It's probably not realistic to get Vucevic healthy by the deadline, but I'm adding injury rehab to the training schedule just in case it's possible. We beat the struggling Suns yet again. Drew Holiday stars. And that leads us to a date with the Clippers, our first look at the James Harden Clippers. And even without Kawhi Leonard, they're really good. We're going to play this fourth quarter and see if we can come back from 15 down. They don't have much power forward depth, so they've been actually starting Mason Plumlee at the power forward, and it's worked. It's been a really effective starting lineup, even with two non-shooters. James Harden drives past Dosunmu, draws a foul. That's his specialty. We need to come back more than 1 point per minute. Not going to be easy at all. Patrick Williams, he's got the Gatorade symbol. Dosunmu stops, pops, and he hits it. Norman Powell. Harden gets open off the screen, misses the three. Holiday to LaVine in transition, pulls up over Harden and hits. Powell off the handoff, the floater too strong. Zach LaVine off the screen, goes the other way, pulls up over Zubac, rebound Drummond, put back dunk. James Harden guarded by LaVine. He gets past him easily, misses up close, and the Twin Towers of the Clippers front court. Hard to keep off the glass. Dosunmu out to Holiday, open three, sinks it. Just like that, it's an 8-point game. Russell Westbrook, tough finish. He's playing good defense on Holiday too. LaVine in the corner. Can't find an open shot. Pat Williams finds space behind the Holiday screen, and he's gassed. Bulls with the ball again. LaVine spins to the painted area, whips it to Dosunmu. His three tickles the twine. That's a fun call, but I gotta be careful not to overuse it now that it's in my vocabulary. Zubac scores. Holiday pushes it up court to LaVine. Gets Harden in the air with a pump fake. Out to Dosunmu, pick and roll. Oh, wraps it around Zubac to Drummond for the flush. Now Mason Plumlee inside to Zubac. Loses the ball. Picked up by Westbrook. Nails the midi. LaVine off a double screen. Wide open from the top of the key. Makes it count. Westbrook. Contested by Holiday. Rebound Drummond. Bulls making it close. The missed pull-up by LaVine. Westbrook to Harden. Three off the rim. Holiday off and running. LaVine spins, drives on Westbrook. Layup, hangs on the rim, can't get the rebound. Westbrook inside to Zubac, and the foul called on Drummond. We call timeout to sub in DeRozan, and with Patrick Williams not doing much today, I decided to keep Ayo Dosunmu in the game in his place. Paul George, hard to guard, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, Westbrook finds Plumlee on the cut. DeRozan, 22 points on the night. Holiday Skips it to Levine. Holiday looking for a three. And commits the turnover. Westbrook speeding all the way to the cup. Drops it off to Powell. And he's fouled. Clippers lead back up to 10. Holiday inside to Drummond. Well contested by Zubac. Russell Westbrook dared to shoot by Holiday, and he took it. Dosunmu can't get around Norman Powell. The turnover is forced. Russ to Paul George, open in the corner, no good. Dosunmu, he's got the ball in his hands a lot this quarter. DeRozan trying to get back in rhythm. Sees a mismatch in Westbrook. Spins around and finishes. 3 minutes remaining. Paul George, he's got a mismatch in Levine. Levine doesn't stand a chance. He collapses the defense. Open three for Westbrook. What a defensive play by Paul George. He knew exactly where Zach was going and beat him to the spot. That'll be Levine's 5th foul. Missed three from James Harden. Had a big first half, but cooled off since. Holiday gets past Westbrook. Met by Zubac at the rim. DeRozan, the hop step, gets to the rim. Gets to the line. And time is running out. Clippers up 9. And Zach LaVine fouls out. A major loss for the Bulls, and Dalen Terry comes into the game. DeRozan steps back, misfires. Nice pass from Westbrook inside to PG-13. Holiday 3. Count it. Over the outstretched arm of Ivica Zubac. Westbrook no good. Holiday wants a quick bucket. And he finishes. We need a turnover. Holiday fouls. Sends Westbrook to the line. Hits them both. And that'll about do it. The Clippers beat us at home. And judging from the eye test, they seem a lot better than the Lakers.
That's the end of the game. We appreciate you all for coming out and showing.
Big Zoo goes for 20-10 and 3 blocks. We couldn't stop him. We could only hope to contain him. Only 2 more games before the All-Star break, and it's time for the draft. Don't think we have any captains for this one. But with the best record in the league, we better have at least a couple All-Stars. And we do. Final draft results. Nikola Jokic drafts Drew Holiday, and Joel Embiid drafts DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's actually starting. I did not see that coming. I'm really excited for this All-Star game. It's going to be a fun one next episode. I'm hoping for a Dalen Terry appearance in the Rising Stars game, but it does not look like he will be a participant. On the world side, don't think we'll have anyone here either, but yeah, these teams just don't make a lot of sense. Like, Evan Mobley should be on the USA side. So should a lot of these players. The Jazz expected to be big sellers at the deadline, and they are. Jordan Clarkson is going to be sent to the Knicks for a first-round pick and Evan Fournier. We beat the Bucks by 22, and the Bucks have been disappointing so far. We traded Alex Caruso to the Blazers at the very beginning of this series, and he's going to be on the move again, this time to the Orlando Magic. They give up Gary Harris and a first-rounder for Caruso. The Jazz find a taker for Lauri Markkanen at the deadline, Harrison Barnes, and 2 first-round picks is enough to do the job. The Kings are hovering around 500 and they want to repeat the success of last year, and Markkanen gives them a chance at doing that. Bojan Bogdanovic also needs to find a new home, and I'm not interested in trading our starting center and a first rounder for a 34-year-old. But I think it makes sense for him to go to the Atlanta Hawks. At 28 and 27, I feel like they should be buyers. And right at the deadline day, they pull the trigger, sending Jalen Johnson and a protected first rounder from the Kings to the Pistons to bring in their second Bogdanovic. The only move that we will make at the deadline is we will be sending Terry Taylor to the Cavs for a 2025 second rounder. Taylor has had some pretty impressive stats, obviously on very low volume, but he really just had no route to significant minutes on our team, and the Cavs were willing to take a very low-risk flyer on him. Another added benefit of this trade is it opens up a roster spot, and a quick look at the free agent market shows a lot of interesting options. Quite a few veterans here that would be nice to have on the end of a good team's bench, but one guy interested me more than the rest. Hamidou Diallo, 25-year-old athletic wing, and he is the highest rated free agent available. What a steal. He is asking for more money than all the others, but I still think it's worth the investment. He's going to get 10 minutes off the bench right now, and he's going to have to prove himself if he wants more than that. He is, after all, very raw, and he might not be polished enough to contribute to winning quite yet. Another scouting session, and we have finished the scouting profile on Baba Miller. He is a 75 overall, according to our scout. And we're also going to take a look at Kel'el Ware once again. He looks to be right in the range where we will be picking. This time I sorted by potential, and Mookie Cook and Kel'el Ware are at the top of that. There's a lot of guys we don't know the potential of yet, and one guy that interests me is Omaha Billieu. Judging by those grades, it doesn't look like he has really any glaring weaknesses, and he looks to be in our drafting range too. Very curious to see what his potential is. 6'8", power forward out of Iowa State. Bees everywhere, I like what I see. Definitely going to add him to my draft board. Jared McCain, he's a guy whose mixtape went kind of viral. He's projected to go late second round. The point guard out of Duke looks like he could give some solid offensive production. Mark Mitchell, another Duke prospect, he's a good all-around player. And I traded into next year's second round, but might have to trade into this second round as well because I like a lot of these prospects. Final game before the trade deadline is against the Magic, and it's the debut of both Hamidou Diallo and Alex Caruso on the other side, and the Bulls take care of business. Diallo scores 9 points in his debut in 11 minutes. Not bad at all. We only allow 13 points in the fourth quarter to the Magic as well. And we're going to officially sim past the trade deadline. I think we've done enough. 4 more games until the All-Star break. The first of them, a rematch with the LA Lakers, this time at the United Center. And there's a good chance this one is closer than the last. But we're maintaining a small lead, and we give it up at the end. Down by 3, and it's time to jump in. DeRozan's got 29 points, and Holiday has a double-double. DeRozan screens for Holiday. Gets the ball, and it's back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. The pick and roll, and Davis locks down the paint. Austin Reeves, he did not play in our first game. Clock running out for Anthony Davis, and no good on the contested shot. We call a timeout, even though we really shouldn't have that one anymore with it being under 30 minutes. Because all of our players are tired right now. That's one of my pet peeves about jumping into games like this, but I guess there's just no avoiding it. But DeRozan cuts the deficit to 1. LeBron finds Christian Wood open for 3. And we give up too many of those. Drummond hands off to Levine. Finds Holiday. A 3-point attempt, no good. D'Angelo Russell loses the ball. Good hands from Holiday. Lakers still with it. LeBron fading away, and that's a thing of beauty. 34 points in 28 minutes for the King. DeMar DeRozan misses one that he usually makes. Drummond cleans it up. Double teamed. Finds Williams wide open. Yes! 3-point game with a minute remaining. LeBron James guarded by DeRozan. Navigating to the rack, drawing the foul from DeRozan. Vintage LeBron on display right now. Can he hit these clutch free throws? He hits the first. A very efficient night. Count the second one. 5-point game, and Levine takes a contested 3. No bueno. Austin Reeves. Only Levine in front of him. Shot no good, and that gives us another chance. DeMar finds Levine inside. Lost the ball, but it remains with Chicago. They draw up the play for Levine. He rises up for 3. It's pure. 27 seconds remaining, and we need to lock up right now. And we put Williams back on LeBron for the final possession. James coolly running down the clock. Everyone's holding their breath. James wants the 3. Bang! Makes it a 5-point game, and that puts it away for the Lakers. Levine shoots, misses, and it's over. LeBron caps off a scintillating performance with the game-sealing 3. Williams went under on that screen, and he should have known better. LeBron had hit 4 out of his 5 threes at that point. Just a bad decision. He finishes with 39, and 4 Lakers get over 20 points. D'Angelo Russell bounced back in a big way. LeBron just gave Bulls fans PTSD from that game winner over Jimmy Butler in 2015. We're 41-16 now, and we're nearing the end of this episode. Obviously, we can't leave without another thrashing of the Wizards. Oh my goodness, and we beat the Thunder by even more. DeRozan doesn't shoot a whole lot, but he gets a triple-double, and Patrick Williams had 28. Is that a career high? Maybe. We play the Pacers again, and we come out on top yet again. Oh, Zach LaVine sprains his wrist, but at least he does it right before the All-Star break. Both he and Nikola Vucevic should be returning when we come back after the break. So that's going to do it. 60 games of Season 1 in the books, and we're 44-16. We're far from a perfect team, but can't really complain when your record's that good. So next episode is definitely going to be a more casual one. We will feature our 2 All-Stars, Drew Holiday and DeMar DeRozan, and we'll keep track of anything else interesting that goes on. Thank you so much to whoever has found my channel for sticking it out with me through another very long episode. I don't think the next one is going to be as long, but please like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.